to Sailor Moon Family Thing for the live action, and I'm planning to open up a fan website for Naoko by the first of next year. This is Tommy.
Hi, you guys.
Hi, my name is Yoshinex. I'm from Denver.
And if you can hear me, I'm Nick from PressStarComic.com, otherwise known as Moonjump on all the other websites. Sailor Moon was pretty much the first anime that I've gotten into, so I've been a big fan of it since I was 13 years old.
Sounds about right.
Set everything in motion.
Okay. Who here has, besides knowing her for just Sailor Moon, have you guys had a chance to read about any of her other work? Or do you guys know of any other work? Or you just know that she's just the creator of Sailor Moon? Just Sailor Moon? This should be a good panel for you. Basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go over some of her books that she brought out, her first series of her books that came out right before Sailor Moon, her latest one that was a couple years back, and then I'm going to 2005. I'm going to go in and see how close they were to how successful they were, close to Sailor Moon or not.
So yeah, everybody knows Naoko Takeuchi is the creator of Sailor Moon, but lately she really hasn't been working on much. Her last work was Toki Meka, which is about a robotic girl in Shibuya. It's kind of weird.
It's like a mixture of Sailor Moon and Chobits, a little bit.
I guess, yeah, no way, but there's no real magic element. As a matter of fact, there's a scene in the manga where she pulls out a cell phone and her friend's like, "Is it a magical phone?" And she's like, "What are you talking about? I'm just making a call." Like, it's nothing special like that. But yeah, there hasn't really been too many works of her since then. There was a live-action Sailor Moon series which she was heavily involved with, and the official Sailor Moon website in Japan still updates with new art from her from time to time, but really it's more her husband that's been doing a lot of work. You might know him as, his name is Yoshihiro Togashi. You know what he's done, right?
Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter, and she's been a little involved with Hunter x Hunter from time to time, but not overtly so. You won't see her name on the books. They actually worked on a book together.
I think they worked on Hunter x Hunter.
I have the book and I think I left it back in my room. You'll see a picture of it. I believe it's on. Okay. It's a children's book that she actually made for her son. I guess they're calling him Prince.
And they worked on that one together.
And she gave it to him as a birthday present instead of a robot. It's basically about...
Yeah, I don't
It's just weird, random. Her husband's the one who does all the artwork for it, and she designed the cover with the graphic art.
And also, like, even the creator of Hunter x Hunter, Mr. Togashi, he's been really busy himself. His manga's on hiatus at the moment. So, they have a family now. They're, doing their own thing, I guess. Honestly, I don't expect any Sailor Moon or anything anytime soon. The last magical girl work that she did was one called Love Witch, and it had Sailor Moon aspects of it. Yeah. But interestingly enough, the official Sailor Moon website still updates. Every month they put updates. They put new art. There's little games you can play. If you can read Japanese, there's a little cute quiz that makes you feel special if you can answer them right. So
that's digital. Yes.
That's a true.
I love that answer, buddy.
I love the picture. That's when they were young.
Someone knows what he looks like.
Yeah.
Or how old he is.
He's about 6 or 7. If per se, if you have read anything about the Punch series, I do not own any of the Punch series. They're from the Young magazine. If you're able to get a hold of back issues that are not being sold, you can be able to find the issues in there. There were like 4 or 5 different rounds of them. They were basically based on her life with her husband, getting married, having a baby, just random little stuff. You can see Sailor Moon characters in there. posters, which I wish I knew a little bit more about. I'm still trying to get my hands on it. I'm still trying to get my hands on this Love Witch that's on the screen. I got everything that you can possibly find online. Most of these books here you can find on eBay. A lot of her Cherry Project books, like volumes 1 through 3, you can find them. There's an eBay account called Rare Romance. She sells all the books of them, and you can get them from her. There's another one, I can't think of what the name of her title is. I do have some copies of some comic strips. Of course, they're just sealed in. I can show them.
Yeah, this is from when Chibiusa was first introduced. You know, she's like, "Give me this silver crystal now!" You know. Yeah. So right from the beginning of the art part of the manga. And yeah, that's right from the very beginning of the original manga story. It's from the reprints. In the reprint editions of the Sailor Moon manga, the first few pages are in color. So if you need motivation to buy them, they have cute little stickers and they have color pictures in the beginning. So check them out.
This one doesn't have stickers, but in the first book, this is a new drawing. The covers of these books are new. They're redrawn, colored. Most of the books have stickers in them. The first book didn't. As you can see, is Sailor V was redone. Instead of 3 volumes, it was 2 volumes. Volume 2 has 4 pages in them. This one here, you want to describe what it's about?
Oh, this is from one of her art books. It's in the first Sailor Moon manga art book, and it's her parodying the anime. On the left side, it's Sailor Moon doing Moon Tiara action from the anime, right? But see, in Japanese, the sound for like sneezing, like we say achu, but in Japan it's hakshon. So Sailor Moon says Moon Tiara action and sneezes and drops her tiara. So it's like her making fun of the anime the anime adaptation of the series. Here, because Moon Tiara action was not the name of the attack of the manga, it was called Moon Frisbee. And then in her rewrite it was Moon Tiara Boomerang. Here she's making fun of Chabon Spray. She's like, what the hell is Chabon Spray? And you see Ami washing Sailor Mercury washing Sailor Moon's head. So, she likes to poke fun of her own series. She's like, you know how she is about the anime. She's kind of iffy about it. So, yeah, that's from, the Mugen Sailor Moon Super equivalent part. All the angles, the introduction to Mercury. Yeah, so, one other thing I wanted to say, I was at Animazement recently, and at Animazement, the voice actresses for Sailor Moon and Luna were there. And they said, Luna said that she's like, she got Kotomo Mitsubishi to come. She's going to try her best to get Naoko Takeuchi to come to the next year's Animazement. That doesn't mean she's coming. Don't tell people, oh, she's coming. Yeah. What I'm saying is they're going to try. They're going to try, so.
And if they do,
I'm there.
I reckon I'll be there. I'm going to pay money.
I'm 2 hours away. I'll be there too.
Yeah, so
keeps his word.
And you know what? If anything, let's all show her support. Maybe motivate her to continue, finish some of these other mangas she hasn't finished, or give us more Sailor Moon, right?
I'd like to know what happened to Volume 2.
Yeah.
At the end of this.
Downloading spring of 2006.
And it's been 2 years.
And you see, there's a nice little 1 here. 1 needs a 2.
1, and they said on her website or where you can find information, it said it's completed. And it's not completed without a Volume 2, and I'm wondering if there was something with the issues with the publishing company, because she had some issues with releasing PQ Angels, which PQ Angels was very close to being animated. It was very close until, what's the name of the publishing company?
Kodansha.
They lost a couple of her
manuscripts,
the originals, and she's never really went back to finishing or go back to them, because I can understand losing the pages for her, maybe devastated parts.
Does anybody have any questions so far before we continue? Go ahead.
Well, it's not exactly a question, but it's like an experience that a friend of mine went, a few weeks ago, a friend of mine went to Japan for a semester, and I got her, well, she couldn't go to Katsucon, so I got her an autographed poster of Dual Jewel.
Wow.
She got me, I gave her that And when she came back from Japan, she gave me an autograph of Miss Takeuchi.
Wow. How did she get that?
How in the world did
She's not even available. She's so hard to get.
Connections.
Wow. How long ago was this?
It was 2003.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
I don't think she's been heard from since.
Well, you know, but then again, in 2003, she was participating in events for the live action.
Yes.
So, you know, your friend might have lucked out and attended the live action event.
Yeah.
And there you go.
I thought that was a good trade.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's pretty
I was
good.
kind of
Got
like,
really lucky on
I couldn't believe my eyes.
Right.
I mean, an autograph, Naoko Takeuchi. Hey,
I have a copy
that's cool.
she was, you know how there's art books for the Sailor Moon. This is a affinity book. It's very rare.
500.
It's, I paid $700 for it. Shame on me. Adam, you have a better price, and you paid a better price than me. But there were only a limit of these books released. These are a collection of not only some of her work, but anybody that was involved with the animation, friends of her. It's like a
Voice actors.
And
Voice
other,
actors.
and other manga artists as
and
well.
other mangas. Peach Girl. You read Peach Girl?
Yep.
She's friends with Peach Girl, and there's.
And it has a new shot of Sailor Moon. Go show them.
Which one?
Right, this is exactly what you came to this town for. We know it.
There it is.
There's a new shot.
Oh yeah.
And there's a.
There is a website online. I wish I remembered the name to bring it, but they have the translations of what everything says, and she said she always wanted to draw that.
Yeah. One other thing, in terms of her other works, you know, they're very easy to find in Japan for like 100 yen, like $1. You know, if you ever go to Japan, stop at a book off or any other bookstore, you'll be able to find them. I was lucky, I was able to find all that there. So, you know, if you can somehow get to Japan.
Okay. I think this is one of the pages. Is this one of the animator pages?
Yeah,
Okay.
those two.
I was hoping there's. What pages were they? Do you remember what pages?
It was those two and the next page where it's just a Sailor Moon picture.
Okay, this is. How do you pronounce her name? The character designer.
The ones that
She's
will produce
here.
the guest.
The guest.
Kazuko Tadano.
Okay.
Thank you.
This is a couple of her work that made it in here, and then her husband did the next two, or just the one.
I think
over
he did the last two, so he did that one and the previous page.
here? Okay. Okay.
Or I might be confusing the two.
Better figure it out fast.
There it is.
Any more questions?
Oh, there's a comic strip back here.
Yeah, there's like a funny comic strip.
I guess I should show them. This one is the from the first. This is from the actually the anime of Sailor Moon. This is all the different character designs. The reason why I brought this was, you know, obviously the character designers here, and they also have the. There's like a little interview with them and stuff like that. There's all stuff like with the merchandise that they have at the show, interviews with all the voice actors and stuff. And I got this years ago for $20. Probably costs more now.
Yeah, and also, like, towards the beginning of this book, they have some of the manga concept art for some of the sailors. You know, like, this is, you know, just simple concept art. It has...
There. Like how, like, all of them are going to have, like, communicators on them.
Yeah, and then we're gonna have like armored looking clothing. This one doesn't have all that, but it has like, you know, like elusive characters like the Diana Fairy, which, you know, didn't really exist, but there's a Diana somewhere, eventually.
I just like her work in watercolors. It's really nice. You have to see the book, like when she does Tuxedo Carmen, and you see just how it looks like the cape's flowing, and that's just the way she paints. I love the painting on it. All the other, you can't get the other art books. There are some dealers on eBay that sell the other art books that aren't $700. You can get them for like $25, $30, and they have a lot of great artwork for her. A lot of, you know, pencil art and a lot of nice, you know, just regular color artwork and watercolor. Looks very nice.
I do have some.
Some of the fan art.
I have some leftover fan art from my first panel.
Are you planning to give me that?
I plan to do them out because I don't plan to take them home on the plane with me. I don't have any room. So, Prism?
Please?
No.
Oh.
No.
All or I could do what we did in the last panel. Huh? Push-ups? No, well, everybody, I'm assuming everybody here knows is pretty knowledgeable Sailor Moon, right? We had a little fun in the last panel. We had an attack pose contest. So I'd like, if possible, 3 brave souls to come up. Galaxia, any other brave souls that come up?
I see a Venus over there.
Come on, Toby.
Come on, Toby.
Ow. 3 brave souls. I need 2 more brave souls.
Dude, it is.
I'll get your ass up there, man.
Oh.
Come on.
One or the other. I'll know if,
Anybody else? Yo, a guy can come up too. If he knows it, go ahead. You know, like, if he knows Sailor Moon, come up.
It's okay.
You should see.
Don't feel bad.
There are plenty of videos of me on YouTube. It's bad. Go ahead. No one else? All right. So, let's see. Let's think of the first attack that we're going to do.
he's got the arsenal.
No, I don't. I'm good.
More than what I am.
Alright.
Wait, is this from the anime or the manga?
We'll deal with, well, the mangas would be just still images, right? So I guess it's kind of hard to work with that. So we'll work with some
Posing the
poses.
steel image. There you go. It's done.
Shine Aqua Illusion. Alright? Shine Aqua Illusion. Everybody know what that looks like, right? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so.
Take your time. I wish we had background music. Someone could hum it.
The sleeve balls. Bubble machine.
It's pretty quick. Go ahead. But it's about getting the pose and everything.
Shine Aqua Illusion!
Oh, it's pretty good. That's pretty sad music for Shine Aqua Illusion.
Ready for the princess.
It's a sad attack.
Okay, sorry.
Shine Aqua Illusion!
Number 3?
Drip of water. Shine Aqua Illusion!
Alright, so who do you think the audience should decide this? Who do you think? Sailor Galaxia? First one? Candidate number 2? Or candidate number 3?
Yeah!
I'm a little confused. 1 and 3.
It's just 1 and 3. Do you want them to do a round off? Okay, 1 and 3. We're going to do a round off.
Sorry, 2.
It's only fair.
Sorry, 2.
Okay. So next attack. What's your pick attack? So everybody's going to freeze up now. Alright then. We've not done the Jupiter. So, Jupiter Oak Evolution. I wish we had leaves and feathers and stuff. Yes.
Go outside. Bag of bullshit.
Jupiter! Oh, evolution! It's hard to spin.
It's a Galaxia outfit.
They make it look so weird.
You could have been cut if you had.
It's okay.
Go ahead.
You get the little rod thing with the light. And then, Jupiter! Oh! Evolution!
Alright, so who won that one? Galaxia?
I guess
Galaxia 6.
very nice.
She's here. What her name is, but she's a cosplayer.
Alright. Since this music is playing, I'll ask a simple trivia question, I guess. How many episodes of Sailor Stars are there?
Ask them the question of the show that didn't come out in the States.
Yeah, exactly.
We have one over there. Yes, ma'am.
How many people have shot? 24?
No.
Yes.
43.
Nope.
31?
Nope.
Wait,
Like 50.
Nope.
No. 39.
34?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you can claim a prize for it.
The other one that has since the 2 guests, the 2 character designers. They're in this book, and it's funny, I don't know if anybody else got to go to the first Q&A panel, but it was really funny, and they were talking about how, I forget who was it, I think it's An Animated Mess is the name of the American one, where it's like the Japanese is called Friendship Linked in Anime.
Yeah.
And they were talking about the actual working conditions over at Toei and how they made them stay in this really
Slave labor
thing, and like if they left, they tried to leave early and they caught them, they had to stay later. Stuff like that. But what's cool is this one has pictures. You're not going to be able to see it from where you're sitting, but it has all the actual animation studio, and they actually said they got the seating arrangement just right. It was a gigantic crack in the wall that the animators did and stuff like that. It was really interesting panel. See people that worked on a show that pretty much was the gateway drug for me that brought me into it. Waking up at 6:30 in the morning to go to junior high school. Channel 11.
Okay, I have the next question for the little quiz round here. What time and year was Sailor Beam the manga first released?
When was Sailor V released?
Like what season and year? Or just do year.
What year? Yeah. What year was the Sailor V manga released?
The manga.
Yes.
94?
First release. Somebody raise
91?
94?
No.
91.
Yeah.
It's 91?
Which one? Which of you guys said it? Leo? Okay, you can come up here. Get your prize.
See, I like to think of really hard questions and no one can get the answer right. I'll try. I'll try. I know, right? Oh boy. Don't get me started.
How many volumes was there on the new re-released manga of Sailor Moon?
12.
Wait a minute, you have to raise your hand.
12.
No.
12.
Yes.
Yes.
What are the names of Naoko Takeuchi's parents?
Oh.
Hint. It's also Sagi. Also Sagi's parents' names.
Saki's parents.
That's not fair. Now you made the question easy.
They got stuck.
They got stuff, they were like, wait a minute.
Alexia's got her hand up.
She's got her hand.
And what?
Oh, Kenji.
Oh, okay, you corrected yourself.
I was combining Shingo.
I noticed that.
It's alright, it's alright. It's been a long day.
Go ahead, ask it.
Alright, one of the very first episodes of Sailor Moon was not aired in America. It was the episode that Luna was introduced to the family. Why wasn't it released in America? You, sir.
Wasn't it because in the episode the teacher's skirt went up or something? You saw
Oh, that was in the American version.
Is that the guy in the hat back?
Yes, hat clogs.
Because Shingo picked Luna.
That's correct.
Among other things.
That would
Okay,
not go through.
You're lucky you guys even won.
Her brother got scratched by a cat when he was little and hates cats, so when Luna tries to butter him up by licking him on the nose, he gets freaked out and punts her across the room like a football.
Yeah, he just kicks her. She just like flies back.
But she does come back and say, oh, I'm alright, but I don't
Head
think
abuse.
that would not go through
Yeah.
with the Any other questions? Gonna let Tommy?
This music is making me sad.
It's 6 feet, it's fine, I don't have a problem.
One at the end of us, that's the end of Stars, right?
This is like the Stars sad music of you know.
I think I got most of the soundtrack on me if you need to borrow it.
I'll put my own sound.
That was an easy one.
Let's see. Do you know what year, how many year anniversary for Sailor Moon? Anybody?
The anime.
For the anime?
The anime.
The anime. How long has it been around? Or what year?
Go ahead.
16.
16 years.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. You're right. It's been 16 years. We're trying to do something for the 15th anniversary. Nothing really happened.
All right, an easy question. Whose transformation music is this? Wow, go ahead.
Live action Sailor Venus.
Great guess.
Awesome.
She's such a diva when she transforms. You gotta see it one day. Just YouTube live action Sailor Venus' transformation. Huh?
He
took it down. You can find it. I'm sure you can
would
find
be
Make
it.
sure
okay.
the website to view it online besides YouTube.
What was the question?
Any questions?
No, what do
Any
you
questions
say?
for us?
What did you say?
Oh well.
All right, let's continue on.
Tommy's got this.
It was looking very nicely on my laptop earlier and transferred to
Sloppy. How many of you have heard of Destiny Revival?
Oh, there's more people in here.
Wait, who was at the last panel? The Sailor Moon panel.
There you go.
Oh.
Okay, so we're about to more than expert. All right. Basically, the project is headed by me, and what I would like to do, or I am doing right now, is basically updating the first two anime beat-em-up games from Midnight Studios. And what I'm going to do is basically continue that with Sailor Moon S, Super S, and Sailor Stars. Sailor Moon S will obviously be my next game, but right now I'm working on Sailor B as a test for Sailor Moon S. With that. And here's a few clips. This is from Sailor Moon Plus, the very first game.
Sad music.
Sad music.
Action-packed game with sad violin music.
There's no Sailor Moon cosplays. I want to see like Sailor Moon reaching out to Galaxia.
Okay.
I love you, Galaxia.
Now,
now then, I'll kill you.
Hey, we all know that
okay,
game
Sailor Moon
is
S, or Sailor Moon Plus. This is the first game of the Destiny Revival series. Yeah, if anybody don't know, my name is Kungpow. That's my handle, so that's my little logo.
E for everyone.
I don't know, it's like this game actually Sailor Moon.
Nothing else.
I try to make these look as commercial-like as I could.
He said like 2 weeks after they were coming that they were going to be at a panel. I was like, oh, thanks a lot. Gameplay is a lot better than the original ones that came out.
When you get to Tomoe, I want to be Professor Tomoe.
This is Sailor Moon R.
Pluto.
version of the first opening sequence for Sailor Moon R. This is fully like Super Nintendo standards.
You don't even want to.
Don't be afraid.
They should have done that in the Super Nintendo original, huh?
Oh, yes.
There's a lot of things I could have done better in this.
This is now Sailor Moon.
Originally, though, there was gonna be an anime called Pretty Soldier Sailor V. Imagine if that had happened. You know, it would have been interesting, but I'd like to see Sailor V animated one day. But at least live action has a few, you know.
It'd be nice as an OAV to fit in the
Or a movie by Joss Whedon.
No.
I'm just saying. It could work.
No.
It could work.
Yeah, with Lindsay Lohan.
No, not Lindsay Lohan. But hey.
Well, unfortunately, we got to ask Yoshi to.
Yeah,
he's got some other things
gotta
to
go.
take attention to.
He's got stuff to do, places to go.
Join the panel. Moon Crisis. Make up. And I'm out.
See,
I gotta fight some.
All right. Does anybody remember the Sailor Moon Wii rumor that was out a couple years ago? Yeah. Or two or something. Right? Yeah. Okay, well, basically in 2007, yes, Asia made a game listing for this game and said basically, yeah, it's coming out, and now we know it's a rumor. And basically, people have been wondering, or asking for a real Sailor V or Sailor Moon game on the Nintendo Wii. For those of us that have Wii homebrew knowledge, we have been able to emulate all the old retro Sailor Moon games, Game Boy, Super Nintendo, even other story for anybody who are RPG fans. Woo! All right. And also,
Fully translated.
fully translated. Very good translation. Basically, my series picked up a lot of interest whenever we went around. We started that with the Hard Edition, which was my demo of what I would like for Sailor Moon to become. And then with Sailor Moon R, I got even more. And today, I would like to hopefully up that just a little bit more by announcing my next title for Destiny Revival. Alright, so I am going to release a Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon game for the Nintendo Wii. We just demonstrated this in the morning, the other panel of Pretty Guardian, where basically we showed the actual Wii engine running that was going to run this game. Basically, in this one, we're going to follow the live-action series, play as Usagi and all the other Senshi. I am working on trying to get the outer Senshi in this too, maybe just a little bit of expansion. I'm working on that. Of course, this is the first time we'll have Sailor Luna as a playable character. I know a lot of people have been wanting that on my series, and that's really why with Sailor Moon S. So I said, hey, let's go ahead and just do it. The full version will have a widescreen gameplay for all you guys that are technical in your TVs. And I know I am. Yes. And also, I will add Wiimote functionality to do your special moves. So basically, you can pick up your Wiimote, your nunchuck, and do all your moves like you're a regular Sailor Senshi. And the other one. Well, these are some of the game shots. A few. What I would like to do in the next few months on my website, destinyrevival.com, I'm basically going to demonstrate the Wii controls I have planned out for each of the Senshi, so you can learn them and train them until you're good enough for it next year. And I will be back again, hopefully cosplaying as Nephite, hopefully. And I will have Sailor Moon S playable on the PlayStation 3. That's a new port that just came out a few months ago. And Pretty Guardian will be playable on the Wii. And I'm probably going to limit this to maybe 5-10 minutes playtime. I'm trying to see whether I need to go to the dealers or the art alley about this, but I will be there. I will have these both playable so you guys can play them out, say great job, whatever. That's what I want to do. And any questions?
If you want to check out any of those games and any other Sailor Moon games, great site run by Anton in, I think he's from Russia. SailorVGame.org has a lot of good stuff for like every Sailor Moon game.
The guy in the back, what question do you have?
You mentioned the new game would feature Sailor Luna. Can you tell us any backstory about Sailor Luna? I've actually never heard of that. I'm kind of curious.
Well, basically Sailor Luna is a human Senshi, but she's a little bit different in the live action. Basically, she eventually takes the form of a very small girl, and she helps train the Sailor Senshi to unlock their powers. And one of these forms is basically a Sailor Senshi to basically say, hey, I'm the best one, this is what you're supposed to be doing. So eventually, all 5 of you can actually do the moves like I do. So that's what Sailor Luna is. And she has a lot of goofy moves, and I would like to incorporate that in her gameplay. But very, very great character.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Any other questions?
Yeah, go ahead.
Which was it Sailor Moon Plus or Sailor Moon R Plus that had Sailor V as an unlockable character?
Sailor V was unlockable in Sailor Moon Plus. I was telling Yoshi over the video that Sailor Pluto was unlockable in R. And in S, I would like to get, I'm working on this right now, it's basically the inner Senshi, the outer Senshi, all playable on the start. And then hopefully we're going to get Tuxedo coming, because I really want to do his voice and do a lot of his moves from the manga. So I'm hoping on that. Yeah.
You do a game for Xbox 360?
That one's being worked on right now. It's a little hard considering the homebrew scene is not as robust as, say, maybe the PlayStation 3 or the Wii or the original Xbox. It's on the Sega Dreamcast, PC, PlayStation Portable, the original Xbox, and there's a Korean handheld, which is the GP2X, that's also on that system too. With 360, if we can get the homebrew more open to a lot of other people.
Yeah, the problem with 360 is if they notice that you have one even little modification on it, they'll kick you right off Xbox Live. They're really hardcore about that.
And also on the website, I will also release to show you guys how to get this stuff on the Wii. It's very simple. It takes a little bit of trickery, which incorporates a Twilight hack, which is a hacked save from Zelda, and also the homebrew channel, which basically you can load a bunch of apps like emulators, media players, a lot of original content that was created just for the Wii, a lot of great stuff, and that's how we're able to play all my Sailor Moon games on the Wii.
Could there ever be a version of any of those games, like, that you can play on the computer, like use the keys? Yes,
that is already done. If you go to lavalit.com, you'll have the main engine, which is Open War or Open Beats of Rage. That is actually the game engine I'm building the Sailor Moon games on, and that's what I took and posted it on the Nintendo Wii. But yes, that is the first version out.
Cool.
And also you can see all the downloads on DestinyRevival.com. I'm going to do an update in the next couple of days showing like the announcement of the Pretty Guardian game and all the other games, all the downloads, all the good stuff.
I also wanted to show I was able to get the album of the voice actor for Mamoru from the anime. He just recently released it, and Sailor D's and New Chase gave me the entire album, and so I'm going to play a clip of his Everlasting Love.
Okay, sorry.
I think it's over, so he has it. Number 5. This is she worked with Maria. She is an author over in Japan. Can't pronounce her last name. But she worked on for Maria. It's about Daddy Longlegs, a story by Jean Webster. But she illustrated the cover, basically, for it. And the next slide, she did another one. I can't pronounce the name of the title. But, where's this one? I was able to find some of her sketches for this one. Each illustration that she does for the books, for the novels, it seems like some of them that she did just the covers, and other inside the books she did some illustrations with those. And I think that was all that I had to say. Do you have any questions, like based on Naoko herself, like any of her other series, like did you know all of them or anything? Go ahead.
Are there a lot of translations available for these?
PQ Angels, you can find translations for all of it. You can find, of course, Sailor V and Sailor Moon is actually being translated for the new translations for them. Right now, I think on Jinbei, there was a couple people trying to work on trying to get a hold of like scanned copies of these, like literally scanning every single page and redoing them. If I had the patience, I would scan these in, but I don't have the patience to scan them in. There are, you could be able to, if you get enough people together and if you're able to find somebody that can translate them, possibly there's translations I'm aware of course, PQ Angels. And then there's a website, I can't think of the name.
Pretty sure Toki Meka is translated.
Toki Meka, I haven't seen that one. I might want to get a hold of that one. There's a website that has text translations. Do you remember which site that was? It's been around for a number of years.
If you search like manga work of Naoko Takeuchi, the website.
That's the one, the manga work of Naoko. That one has a bunch of text translations. He has right now the old translations for Sailor Moon based on the original novel. And he started to do the first three, and he kind of, I guess
the problem is you can't read the old ones with the new volume because it doesn't go.
It doesn't go because what she did is she actually went back to each page and reworked to fix a bunch of artwork. So it's definitely, if I had a copy of the original of the first book and the new translation, you can actually tell each page. They're actually slightly bigger and each page is slightly altered.
They also came out with Sailor V and the original Sailor Moon series. They also released 2 volumes of the short stories. Mm-hmm. And there's one called Parallel Sailor Moon that was it took place after Stars, and it was, Chibius was already grown up and with her friend now, I think they were also in junior high school with Hotaru, and they had a second daughter, I forgot her name, but even more clumsy than Usagi is, and they're I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. The other, all the other characters make appearances in it, and they have daughters, and they're basically just chibi versions of them, and they end up transforming to fight a giant cat monster that comes from outer space, and they shoot a giant rabbit at it, and it eats the rabbit, and then it explodes, and that's the end of the whole thing. It didn't make any sense to me.
Are there any other questions? Go ahead.
For most of her manga creations that she's done, are there any, besides Sailor Moon, are there any other ones that have been, that have an anime adaptation?
Besides Sailor Moon, no. PQ Angels was very close to being animated, but since some of the pages were lost, they decided not to do it because there was not enough to finish a series. Sailor V was very close. When they were going to animate Sailor V, they decided to go ahead with 5 Sailor Scouts instead of just Sailor V. So those are the 2 close ones. I can kind of see Toki Meka being animated. It's in the same genre but there's no word, and there's word. There's some people that like to see Love Witch animated, but as of right now, there's only some Sailor Moon's only animated one, and it's actually been not just animated, it went to the musicals, and then it went to the live action, so.
That was about the biggest thing she had.
For the musical, she was involved with the musical, she wrote all the songs for it. Is there anybody that actually got a chance to see any of the musicals? Recently, the third Sailor Moon actress died, so.
What happened?
It's been really hard on some of the fans.
What happened? Oh.
It was like really the last work she did was the book for her son. That was like the last fully published work other than Toki Meka, which, as we said, it says part 2, downloading, because it's all about, you know, I kind of got a Chobits like feeling when I was looking, because I haven't got the translation of it. It felt like Chobits and Sailor Moon, and there's like a little version of her which made me think of Sumomo. If you've seen Chobits, that kind of runs around and tells her what to do, but it just ends on a cliffhanger, complete cliffhanger. It doesn't seem like they're gonna have another one. And what's going on with like Yoshinex, her husband, was working on Hunter x Hunter, and just dropped off the face of the earth. Just now, it's in just complete hiatus, and supposedly a bunch of.
He came back recently. If you've been reading any of Sailor G's webs on her Moon Chase, she has been covering over on Hunter x Hunter. So he came back with 8 stories.
I think, yeah, because he wasn't really finished with it, but the fans got so fed up, they actually wrote to Shonen Jump, to the actual editor, and the editor's going, what the hell? Just, it's like, why is this going on? So he pretty much wrote like a blog on one of his websites saying that, you know, he was, I don't know if he was having writer's block or just wanted to enjoy being a father or something like that, but so it's really nothing's been heard of from both of them. This would be nice to, you know, maybe do a letter. I wanted to, on the website on Genvid, I wanted to get together, you know, a bunch of people and do a letter writing campaign, maybe just send her a letter, you know, say how big fans we are. You know, it'd be nice if she could come to one of the conventions. She did go to, the only convention in America she went to was the San Diego Comic-Con, and I think that was in 95?
1998.
Yeah, that was the only time she ever came to America. The only other, she has been to Cape Canaveral in Florida, and supposedly she did go to New York City, but to go shopping. Which kind of pisses me off because I'm from Long Island. If I would have known she was going to be there, I would have jumped on the LIRR and went right there and said, I'll take her around.
I also wanted to say one last thing before I go. She did create a key-in attachment for her Sailor Moon. So if people are wondering why the translation for Sailor Moon has not been released from Tokyo Pop, it's because Tokyo Pop doesn't have rights in there. Last year when I asked them, they were having this connection, like with, they would have to go through Naoko, and Naoko's right now not letting anybody outside of Japan release Sailor Moon. So everything that's Sailor Moon related, like for the manga, the musicals, it's all underneath her hand as that.
Why isn't she letting anyone outside Japan bring her work? Is there a particular reason?
I personally do not know. It's like a big question mark. We don't know. I wish I'd known. I guess I don't know if she's retired because she had a baby, and I don't know, she hasn't really updated. I know I guess she works on the website she has. I think there's rumor that she was Luna, the mailbox, but that's not true. There's no evidence there. And at first I thought she did all the animation stuff for her, but there's no evidence.
Yeah, on the website, like every month there are new little pictures. She used to do kind of like the colored pictures that kind of from the, as you can see from the new comics, but that stopped and was just like these little chibi drawings, and that's all that's been out there. But you can't really do anything on the site because I don't understand anything in Japanese. So, you know, if you do understand Japanese, fine to go on there, but then they have like, you can email them and it's like you're supposedly emailing Luna. You're not talking to them, but you can't say, where the heck are you? What are you doing? I don't think it goes there.
There is a address for Naoko. You can actually write to her and see if, I don't know, there hasn't been really any word that she'll write back.
I tried finding her address. It was very confusing. There was like 3 or 4 of them. One went to Kodansha, one went to one of the other publishers, and one was supposed to be directly to her. But I can't tell if those were, you know, even.
If you want a correct address, I have a correct address. You can always come down to my table at S10 in Artist Alley. Anyways, thank you for coming to my panel. If you have any other questions, you can always come to my Artist Alley, or you can go to Gym Bed. I'm on there as Lilly-chan, so you know, any questions there. Okay.
Thank you for coming, everybody.